The most common question we got asked at this year's Oogie Boogie Bash is how did we make the carousel and who made the carousel? So here is your answer to both of those questions. My husband and I worked on the carousel together with Rob doing most of the work. The first step, which I showed in the beginning of the video, was designing the skirt to look like the top of the carousel and sending that out to Printful to get made. Then we designed and laser engraved the carousel horses, and that was the easy part. Once the carousel horses were laser engraved, it took Rob more than 6 hours to hand paint them. Each of the 6 horses were double-sided and hand painted to look like actual carousel horses from King Arthur's carousel at Disneyland. While the horses were being painted, it was time for me to sew. The sewing on this was actually pretty minor. I just needed to sew a loop around the bottom of the skirt and 6 pieces of webbing strap that the horses were going to be attached to. Then the last step before assembly was to design and laser engrave a few more pieces. This included the trim that was going to go around the bottom of the skirt and a King Arthur's carousel sign that was going to be attached to Lindsay's top. Here are all the pieces laid out, and head to part 2 to see how everything was assembled.